As much as there are provisions of the law that seeks to protect people, and even there are gender desks at police stations, but are these gender desks operational?
Today I'm doing a little street interview on family violence, and I have some few questions that I'd like you to respond to.
Okay.
What does family violence mean to you?
Family violence would be violence that it's basically in the home state, violence that is at home. Yes. It could be family, it could be violence against the spouses, the children, even the parents. Yes.
Okay. So why do you think it happens? Why do you think we have this animal called family violence and it's happening every now and then? Why does it happen?
I think there are so many reasons.
Yes.
It could be because of the society and how the society has been, I think, culture, considering that most of us come from patriarchal societies where the men have the say. So if a woman doesn't want to go with what the man is saying, that could be something that will bring about family violence. There's also the issue of poverty and lack, like where we are right now, where the economy is so tight. That could lead to violence, where we are lacking at home, and so our tempers are so high. Anything can trigger us, so that's also a cause of violence in our families.
Right. Talking about kids, what do you think is the effect of family violence on kids as they are kids and later when they become adults?
Later when they are adults. I'd say that violence affects how children associate with other people. You'll find that children that come from a place of violence tend to segregate themselves or tend to have issues when it comes to interacting with other children. They also have tendencies of being violent against other children. So that's something that I've observed as kids. And when they grow up also, they have now the triggers. They could be also the people that are the perpetrators of the same violence that they saw when they were growing up. We also have people who are hurt and have so many issues that kitu kidogo too, they are just triggered. So that's something that I would say has affected them in future.
The fourth question is going to be a little personal, but we can skip it if you're not comfortable with it. But I wanted to ask you, you've witnessed violence, family violence at home, and if it affected you in any way?
No. I've not experienced that.
You haven't experienced that?
I have not.
And what would be your suggestion to deal with family violence? How can we deal with it?
My suggestion to deal with family violence, it has to start with the society itself. Right now, how we are bringing up the children right now, teaching the little boys how to handle their ladies or women in their society, even teaching girls, because we've seen even women who are fighting their husbands. We have to teach them.
So women who are beating.
we have to teach it starting from our schools, even especially with issues that are coming up of femicide and all that. It's something that has to be instilled in children. This is how you live with one another. So that's something that it has to start from the society. Also, people have to seek therapy. Like if you have a trauma or if you have an issue, it's okay to seek help. You don't have to release it by fighting people, killing people. Seek help.
This wasn't in the script, but it goes with your profession. I wanted to know what provisions are there for children who are stuck in abusive homes and are trying to find help. Are there provisions in law?
The Children's Act seeks to protect children from violence. We have institutions in government where children can be taken to safe houses and be safeguarded. But at the end of the day, we are looking at the best interest of the child. Is it for a child to grow up in foster care or away from home, or to grow up with the parents that actually love that child? So it's better for the government to come up with ways in which they are making sure that this thing is being handled so that children don't have to be taken to foster care. That you have solutions at home. You have solutions to so that you get the love from your parents. And it's better to grow up with the people that you know, with a complete family, because also taking a child out of the family setup also has an impact on their lives in future. Actually, I'm very passionate about the issue of gender-based violence because it's something that is not addressed well currently. It's something that is not being addressed well currently, because we can see the rising instances of femicide, which we are trying to go in the streets and march for these rights, because there are provisions of the law. You're supposed to be arrested, you're supposed to be charged, and you're supposed to be kufungwa at the end of the day, right? But then you find that the issues where people are intermeddling with evidence, with witnesses, where especially you're someone who does not have the financial backing. So that's corruption, one that is coming in. You find that a perpetrator will be arrested and taken to a cell, charged in court, and then they are released on bond. And then that case will take 5 to 10 years. And then the next time you're seeing the same person has been arrested for killing someone else. Why? You know? So as much as there are provisions of the law that seeks to protect people and women, and even there are gender desks at police stations, but are these gender desks operational? That you'll go to a gender desk to report a case of gender-based violence, and what you'll find is a police woman, because mostly it's being handled by a police woman, who is going to almost like gist you and ask you, what did you do? What did you do to deserve that? Is that something that you're coming to report? Like almost shame you.
It's almost vilifying.
Yes, it's almost like shaming you. So we are shaming our victims who are coming to report, which hinders how people are going to report these instances. So it's something that has to start from the police station, how you're going to handle these things, how are you seriously handling them, how are you treating the perpetrators. I think that people who have been caught with gender-based violence or even femicide are not supposed even to be released on bail. It should be handled the same way they handle cases of rape, because rape victims, people who are being charged with rape cannot get bail or bond so easily. So such cases are supposed to be handled with the same weight. Yes.
Because when you release them, they go back to the very same people
the same
that they were hurting.
Yes.